Stories are ways for us to discover new things and experiences. But when we read and analyze a story, we look for certain things. Where the story of Snow White happened, who the Little Red Riding Hood is, or how bad the wolf in the story of the Three Little Pig is. In this lesson, you will discover how to understand stories better. To be able to understand the story, you need to identify its elements and take note of the significant details. First, let us define what is a short story. Short story is a fictional work of prose that is shorter than a novel. It focuses on one particular theme that is presented through a structured plot with a specific setting and a few characters. Every story has four basic elements. These are the plot, characters, setting, and theme. Let's discuss each element in detail. Let's start with plot. The plot is the chain of events that tells us what happens in the story. It is the plot that grabs the reader's attention and leads the readers to predict what is going to happen next. The plot has 5 parts that can be represented using the Freytag's pyramid. We have the exposition. This is where the setting and the characters are introduced. Description and background of the characters are also provided. We also have the rising action. Certain events happen that build the story and make it more exciting. This is where the conflict is introduced. Conflict is the problem that a character faces. It is usually struggle between the hero and the villain. We also have the climax, moment of the greatest tension in a story. This is often the most exciting event. It is where the characters confront most of the conflict. We also have your falling action. Events happen as a result of the climax. You know that the story will soon end because the conflict starts to be resolved. And the last one is the resolution. This is the end of the story where the main problem or conflict is solved. It is the final outcome of the story. Next element is the character. The characters are the people, animals, and objects that act like real people in the story. Good characters in a story appears to be real and alive. There are 2 main types of characters, the protagonist and the antagonist. The protagonist is the main character of the story, while the antagonist is the opponent or rival of the hero. The readers get to know the characters through appearance, actions, thoughts, and speech, reactions to others, and the direct statement of the author. We also have the setting. The setting is the place and time in which the story happens. Sometimes the setting affects the emotions of the characters. It may also create conflict or tension in the story. While the theme is the meaning of the story, it is what the author says about the subject. It answers the question, what does it mean? It is considered as the heart of the story as well. A subject can be stated in the word or phrase like love or great fortitude, but a theme has to be stated in a complete sentence. The theme says something about the subject of the story, such as love is what keeps people together in difficult situations, or overcoming challenges determine a person's level of fortitude. One of the most worthwhile activities you can do in life is to read a well-written story. Stories can take you to other worlds and make you feel excited, sad, or happy. By reading, you can also learn things beyond what you are expecting. And our lesson for today will help us to better learn and understand what we are reading. As Carlos Ruiz Zafón once said, books are mirrors. You only see in them what you already have inside you. Thank you for listening. That would be all for today's ClickVid. Have a good day, keep safe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Teacher Joy for ClickGen.